Everyone, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. I am doing something new for 2019. I am going to take an older layout that I've done. And back in, I think it was, let me see, what year did I do this one? In 1999, in the late 90s, I made all of my pages 2 pages. And as I was going through and trying to get everything out of my post-bound albums, that's when I realized, oh my gosh, they're all 2 pages and they're taking up so much precious space. So I have the time and I have the desire. I'm not saying that everyone should be doing this, but this is something new that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be taking these older layouts that are 2 pages and making them into 1 page. So, like I said, that these photos were taken in 1999. More than likely, I had created that page about the same time, and the products I was using back then, those that were scrapbooking back then, those were from close to my heart. So I love the colors, but I thought that it was a little too much. It was a lot, and it was very bright. And back then that was, very popular, but I wanted to do something totally different. So it is definitely going to be a one pager. I'm still using the photos just as they are. As you saw that I did trim the photos down just a little bit. Um, and it wouldn't really matter except there was a little bit of tape that I wanted to get removed. And in that circle photo, which was very common to do circle photos, I'm not going to put a mat behind that. So I dug out my Vicky Bouton papers in the collection and how I store them. You saw that big bag full of Vicky Bouton, and I am just going to go through some of these papers and just see which ones I think that would look better. And I'm really liking the watercolor look, of course. I'm a big watercolor fan. And I end up choosing the yellow. So I go through all the pages and seeing if anything tickles my fancy. Nope. So put that all away, sticking with the yellow. Pretty much this is how it's going to go. I'm looking at these words. They're kind of oh gosh, they're kind of a vinyl and they're thicker. Now those little pieces of uh, that little packaging, that is from Pretty Little Studios. I think I may have gotten that from my Secret Not Secret Kit Club, and it is called Savannah Dreams. That's the name of the collection. It's by Kim Watson. Has a lots of words and some stars and some hearts. And I thought that there was something in there that maybe I could use. And then I pull out, of course, the chipboard from Vicky Bouton, and I don't use anything from those foam words. So I am going to use the word beautiful. Pulling this off, it's going to go under the round photo. And I think it's good to use, when there's a sticker, to use a ruler or something to kind of put placement. A lot of people do wax paper, which I think is awesome. If that works for you, it drives me insane. I can't do it. So now I'm going to go through my new Vicky Bouton, her field notes collection. These are the die cuts, and I separate them. I know I'm probably pretty goofy, and some of you guys probably do the same thing. I'm separating them by color because that's what I'm looking for. I need to know what color would work, or maybe no color. Since I do have that pink hello, I thought, well, maybe I'll choose some pink flowers, but it really didn't go. Now, these are the watercolor stickers by Vicky Bouton. They came out with her previous collection. There are several sheets of things that you can watercolor. I choose to use some things that I don't watercolor. I'm going to leave it black and white. Gonna put everything back. There's a lot of big elements. That's what I like about that collection right there. So I'm gonna use the black and white flowers. There are some other black and white flowers that are in the watercolor stickers. And even though they're not exactly the same, they are close enough. You know that they're black and white. You don't really notice, to me, you don't notice that the flowers are different. Now, I felt that this heart, which came from the Vicky Bouton, the die cut collection, had a little bit too much of a border, so I just trimmed it down. Nobody says you can't, right? Just because it comes that way, you don't have to keep it that way. The smaller hearts came from that Savannah Dreams collection, the one, the Pretty Little Studios packaging. And then as for the chipboard, I'm only going to use this pink scallop up there at the top. Now, usually I go ahead and trim the, uh, what is it called? The strip at the bottom. I usually do that before I even get started, but for some reason it didn't bother me. I don't know why or how, but I just went ahead and left it on to the very end, and you'll see me when I trim it off. So, I haven't even talked about the photos. So, when my daughter was 7, my oldest daughter, who is my tomboy, she wanted makeup for her birthday, which, was okay, well, let's get her some makeup, and it's so cute seeing her putting makeup on her sister, which the sister that she's putting the makeup on, the blonde, she's the one that just graduated from, esthetician school. I find this so funny. But, this is the reason why I scrapbook, is finding these old photos and looking back and see foreshadowing, it's just, to me, hilarious, and these are everyday moments. So, yeah, so back in '99, so the oldest one, I'm sorry, that was hard for me to say. She put makeup on her sisters, and they oh my gosh, they look like vaudeville, characters, but, it was so cute, and I don't wear makeup at all, so I am not one to give advice on how to put on makeup, and I thought, "Well, you just do you. You just do whatever, fits your fancy." Anyway, I just thought that this was so cute. So I'm using these sequins. These sequins were exclusive to our Secret Not Secret Kit Club retreat that we had in August. They are by Spiegelmom Scraps. There is a close-up of the sequins so that you can see. And I do use the Distress Collage medium. I'm going to show you here real quick and how I use it. Use my tweezers. I dip it into the collage medium and then attach it to the paper. All right, so all of them are sequins are down, and one last thing, because chipboard is just too heavy, it's going to fall off. You need to add some wet glue to that. And I'm pretty sure I'm just going to trim off the branding strip. And then, I was going to mention about how often I'll be doing this. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll be doing it every other week, once a month. I'll just do it as often as I can, and I'm gonna call this series, "Yes, I'm Downsizing," because I know a lot of people think that I'm nuts. I'm like, "Oh, you already, did the page, and it's already so nice, it's so beautiful, and the story's down." I'm like, "But it's taking up too much space in my, in my scrap room." Yeah, so I ended up buying some scrapbooks, the 3D binders, to get things going for 2019. I bought a total of 15, and I know that there's going to be, a couple extra that's gonna get me through the year, at least I'm hoping that it is, but when I went through all those, that is why I am doing this. I really need to do something. Alright, so there the story that I just told you is what I did in my journaling. Um, now, of course, I'm gonna do the lines across the outside edge. That, to me, it's gonna draw everything inside. One thing that I don't show is I do add some of the Tim Holtz, word phrases. One says, "Everything has beauty." Another says, "This is what family looks like," and "Be your beautiful self." All right, guys, thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.